So I'm 27. I've got my backpack, my red Dr. Scholl's sandals, and I'm off across Europe. I start in London, and then I go to Scotland, and then I go to Ireland, and then I go to Paris, France. But I have a reason. I'm not just on summer break. I mean, I am on summer break, but I have a reason I'm doing this. I want to clear my head and get myself centered so I can make what feels like the biggest decision in my whole life. Am I going to stay? Or am I just a worthless piece of shit? Well, the trip is uneventful. I go from one place to the other. I'm seeing theater. You see, I'm in a theater school, and I've been there for 2 years. All I ever wanted to do my whole life was be an actress. But when I finally got into school, it was hard. First of all, people were not friendly. Second of all, the teachers asked you to do things like make a sound like a golden river. You try that. Oh, the third thing is like, don't fuck up. Whatever you do, or we'll put you on probation. And if you're on probation more than 2 times, we're going to kick you out. I wanted to tell them how much my parents were paying for it, but that didn't seem to matter. Little by little, my brain went to mush. One of the teachers said to all of us, as long as you can make it across the street, you're fine. So I let myself go. And I made it across the street, but I became totally unglued, totally crazy. I didn't understand what it was that I was doing. I couldn't do it. It's not like I hadn't acted. I'd been acting my whole life in one way or another. And soon I got so depressed and so scared. I couldn't get inside characters. I couldn't get inside my voice that I started drinking. That's how I got to sleep. And when that stopped working, I started taking Valium. And when that stopped working, I did both of them. And so I was confused day in, day out, and I was on this trip to figure it out. Here I am at the best place in my whole life, and I'm miserable. Well, when I get to Paris, I do all the things you do when you're in Paris. When you're a student and you have no money, you walk the streets. You try to pick up cool guys. I picked up a Mexican. We went and made love in his loft. It was very cool. I felt very Parisian. At the same time, I was dating a guy on a motorcycle. And at the same time, I was also hanging out with a German. I mean, it was really like a true European vacation. But it wasn't clearing my brain. So I finally went to Père Lachaise. Now, if you don't know what Père Lachaise is, let me tell you. Père Lachaise is a cemetery in the middle of Paris. And it is stocked with all sorts of literary, artistic, and musical people. I mean, the names there, it's like a library. It's like a mausoleum. It is a mausoleum, actually. It is gorgeous, but I am looking for my dream. To stand at the grave of Sarah Bernhardt, the divine Sarah, and get an answer. Should I stay, or am I full of shit? Well, I can't find it. I'm like so frustrated. And then it starts to get dark, the kind of dark where the clouds are lowering. And it looks like it's going to rain, but it's teasing you. And all I'm wearing are my red Dr. Scholl's shoes and my black wrap dress. I mean, I look really cute, but I'm not feeling it. I just want to be there. I want to put my hands on her grave. I'm there 4 hours. I can't find my way. I walk past Jim Morrison. I am so not interested. I walk past Moliere. Who's Moliere? I walk past Diderot. I just keep walking past these people. And finally, this woman appears. And I say finally because 4 hours, I'm ready to go home. There are little droplets. And she looks at me and she goes, and then she points. And I follow her finger, and I get to the grave of Sarah Bernhardt. And I put my hands on that grave. A sarcophagus, a white marble sarcophagus with a canopy, and I feel a warmth coming through that begins to suffuse me. And then I look out at the woman, and she's begun, and I know you're not going to believe this because I didn't. I'm the daughter of a scientist. I like facts. What was I doing in acting school? I don't know. Anyway, she started to disintegrate. It started on the bottom and it just flowed out. Do I stay or do I go? At that moment I knew Sarah was with me. I was okay, and I was.